Hello, I'm Richard Mize, real estate editor for the Oklahoman and Oklahoman.com, talking with J. Mark Taylor and Kristen Ferate. Mark is the chairman of the Symphony Show House this year, and Kristen is the president of the Oklahoma City Orchestra League, which puts it on every year. This is the 48th year, right?
That's correct.
It's at 6700 North Kelly Avenue.
In Oklahoma City.
Which is kind of tucked off. It's kind of funny. You could drive by it 1,000 times and never notice this house. I have. But now that I've been in it, it's beautiful. It's a great palette for your designer donors. Talk about the house.
Sure. Well, the house is, like I said, 6700 North Kelly. It is, it's on the campus of the Oklahoma Military Department there, which is 63rd and Kelly.
Do not be alarmed.
Yeah, do not be alarmed. Yeah, there's a private gate that says, has a big sign that says Centennial House. The history of this house is that, and why it's called Centennial House, is that the state of Oklahoma purchased it in 2007, which was our centennial, although the house was built in the 1930s. So it's about 7,700 square feet, many rooms. There's about 30 different areas that all of our 27 different design professionals have done.
It's really a grand space, and we were kind of chatting right before this. Some years the project house becomes cluttered. I've been in every room of this house now, and it looks like somebody lives there. I mean, very carefully, very elegantly, but it's not stuffed with stuff this time. Is that deliberate, or does that just kind of come and go?
I think it does come and go a bit from year to year, but I'm very pleased with that as well. That I think when people come to a show house, they want to come and look at a house and think, oh, I could live in this. I could walk into this house, or I love this room and I'd love to live like this.
Right.
And I think you can do that in every room of this house.
Yeah, it's right up to the top. It's not over the top.
Right. Very true.
Is there a theme? Was there a theme that?
No.
No?
No, there's not. The only really general direction happens when things are turned in by all the different designers and our homeowner, who in this case is the wife of the Adjutant General of Oklahoma. And she reviews all of those things, especially permanent changes, and makes suggestions if she doesn't like those things.
Now, to decorate this house or any of these houses, they have to be vacant, right? I mean, you don't take them to the studs, but I mean, you take them, you empty them, right?
They are completely empty.
At the end of this show, at the end of this event, all that stuff will be gone. Do you know what the plans are?
Well, in every house, all of the things that we bring in are for sale. So we want everyone to know when they walk through the house, everything that they buy from a designer, a portion of that goes for our fundraiser. So we really encourage things to be sold. The homeowners in some case might like a chandelier or a certain thing that's been brought in that wasn't necessarily a permanent change, and they may want to buy them as well. So that remains to be seen on this house.
You mentioned the fundraiser. That's the whole point of this. One, to get interior designers' talent and ability out there as a draw to get people to contribute to this good cause, which is music education and community engagement on the part of the Phil, right?
Absolutely.
So what does music education mean?
What does music education mean? Well, that's a broad scoping reach, but it really is representative of the Oklahoma City Philharmonic's engagement and involvement within our community. And it spans from early childhood education, musical awareness, to adult programming. We have a wide variety of musical endeavors and placements within the community, and the benefits and the rewards of the show house go immediately into those programs.
It's not all kids.
It's not. There's quite a few. And we also, the Oklahoma City Philharmonic, aside from our pops performances and our classics performances, we are also supporters of the ballet and the Canterbury Voices. And so that is wide open to the entire community to enjoy. And then we've also been doing a lot of free community engagements at local churches like All Souls or at Scissortail Park most recently.
Making the church note.
We have an event coming up. Traditionally it's Red, White, and Boom, but this year there will not be fireworks, but it's going to be at the Scissortail Park, and it's beautiful, so you can come and bring your family. And so yes, that's just a sampling of so many of the
And
activities
that's on
that
July
we do.
3.
It is on July
We
3rd.
want everyone
yes.
to come out for that.
Yes, and
for
you
your
can go
event.
to okcphil.org and find the information on these dates. But on Thursdays, we do broadcast on social media the performances. So if you aren't able to get out to where we're performing in the community, you can watch it from the comfort of your home.
Well, anything is possible anymore.
It
Online,
truly
isn't
is. It truly is.
Talk about the pandemic time, though. I mean, how did your organizations make it through this time? How did you engage the community? How did you do music education? Did you take it online?
We did do a lot of online. I'm so proud of the staff of the Oklahoma City Philharmonic under the leadership of Alexander Micklethwaite, our maestro, and the staff. They've just done a phenomenal job of staying relevant, even though we weren't able to engage in person. And so some of the things that they have done, the online interaction, Alexander has done private performances from his home that we can watch online. And so it's really, even though it was a difficult time and we weren't able to put musicians in the Civic Center for a period, we are back in the Civic Center. We are, those restrictions are slowly easing, and people are coming out and supporting us, so we're excited.
Well, nothing says we're back like the Symphony Show House.
That's right.
If people are unfamiliar with anything else about the Symphony and the Philharmonic, they are familiar with this event, I think. Very
Absolutely.
popular event. How was turnout last weekend?
It was very good, very steady, and our ticket sales are very good. And all the ticket sales this year, Richard, are online. So we have no paper tickets. That's a big change for this year. But it's really great because people can just go to okcphil.org, look at Support the Phil, and under that is Symphony Show House, and that they can get the tickets right there, and their name will be at the door when they show up. So, but back to the Phil, I would like to feel remiss to not mention that though we did have to shut down for a little while, our orchestra is one of only 23% of orchestras in the entire country that did live performances through the pandemic. It's really something to be proud of.
That's commitment.
And yeah, that's the Oklahoma spirit moving forward.
Right. That's good. That's cool.
Yeah.
Okay, it's open through the 27th. What hours?
From 11 a.m. to 6 p.m. every day.
Right, okay. And what else? Is there anything else to add? 6700 North Kelly, so it's just north of 63rd.
Yeah,
on Kelly, right there where the
most
Military
folks
Readiness
know
Center
where
is,
the
I think
Cowboy
is what
Hall
it's
of
called.
Fame is.
Yeah.
And so the Kelly exit is right there near the Cowboy Hall of Fame. And if they take the Kelly exit off of I-244, then you just go north about a half a mile. You're right there.
Real good. Thank you, Mark Taylor and Kristen Ferate. We're talking about the Symphony Show House. I've been there. It's elegant and beautiful. Go see it. I'm Richard Mize, real estate editor for the Oklahoman and Oklahoman.com.